Alright, I wanted to take this thing apart. This is the seized one that the key was sheared right off, as you can see. I wanted to take this apart and actually look inside because that's really seized up. So yeah, get the screwdriver and start taking this apart and have a look and see why it's so locked up. Look at all the dirt that's in here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed without dropping my camera. Drum looks okay, not damaged. Yeehaw! I've never been inside of one of these, so I'm not sure if I have to take this off of here too. But I think, oh yeah, okay. Ooh, looks a little rusty inside there. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's definitely seized up. Well, maybe I won't be able to get into this thing. Maybe this will be a pretty short, quick video. Oh no, just strip that out. Yeah, I'm not using the right screwdriver. So this looks like Phillips, and a lot of stuff that comes from Japan is not Phillips. And if you look right there, on that little part right there is a little dot. That indicates that this is a JIS screw, Japanese Industrial Standard, not Phillips. So if you really don't want to strip these out, because you see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but it doesn't fit perfectly down inside there. And if you look, the wings, like the center portion, it's sort of ground out a little bit. But that dot there tells you it's a JIS. I don't have any JIS screwdrivers. I should get some, but I don't. Okay, so what the heck is that thing? That thing is a nothing, I think. Well, it's like a... See if we can get something to turn that. Get that to maybe move a little bit. How about a big... Oh yeah. Oh, it's all crunchy. Hear that? Ew. Crunchy, crunchy. She is seized right up. I don't even think we're going to get into it. That's a bummer. I wanted to sort of try to take it apart. Maybe if I pull this shaft off. Okay, well, can't get any more broken than it already is. Boy, that's really seized. Oh man, I can't even get that to turn. Oh, there we go. There we go. Turn it a little bit. Oh no, that's freeing up. Okay, alright. Okay, okay. Not that I'd ever want to use this again. but I'm sure if you could get parts. I know if you buy OEM and you have to buy a brand new pump OEM, you're looking at, I don't know, last one I looked at was like $200. But and this is a Mikuni, so this is an OE brand. I don't know if you can see that. So Mikuni builds, you know, carburetors, pumps, and whatnot, and they've got a really good rapport. So it's really high quality, and that's what you're going to get, right? So if you're looking at this, the oil is going to go in the center and then out one of these two holes for each carb. So as you can see, this could be even for like an airplane application with 4 cylinders. So these pumps are really good. People like to block these off and run a premix. I used to do that when I was a kid too, because you don't know if this pump craps out or seizes up, or, you know, case in point, what happened to this guy. You wipe out the cylinder and the jug like what he did. I'm sort of reverberating back to the point where I would actually rather have a pump like this and just run straight gas and just pay attention to the motor and how it sounds when you're running it. Because when it starts to run with no oil, it starts to make a, yeah, you can smell it, you can hear it. Oh, I just noticed this whole case is cracked. Hey, look at that. See that crack that goes along there? Oh. Okay. Oops. Did I do that? Steve Urkel, did I do that? Oh, I can pull that seal off. I wonder if the seal comes in the seal kit. Interesting. I wonder if the seal comes in the seal kit. So here, this big son of a gun here, this is the seal kit that we got. I don't think that seal is in here anywhere. And I don't think this is OE. This looks like an Amazon brand. I don't like the base gasket. I primarily wanted the main seals, the crank seals right here. You know, you got little O-rings here for your head bolts. I also wanted the head gaskets, which are these big O-rings here. Interesting. So I wonder then, if I got that off, I wonder if I could spin this thing a little bit. Nope. She is completely locked up. But I got this thing going. In the camera. Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh! Okay, that popped up. Alright. I guess that's coming off. I guess if it stands to reason and you're going to reuse some of this stuff because you're going to try to actually fix this, don't just take it apart like I am. Pay attention to where everything goes. This oil pump is no good. This is destined for the garbage can. I wonder if there's a plate right here. Oh yeah. Pop that plate up, I should be able to pull that shaft right out of there. Hopefully you can see and my camera's not going all blurry and stuff on you. I'm trying to do it a little bit differently. Maybe I'll point the camera down a little bit more. There. Maybe do the zoom a little bit. Alright, that's better. Yeah, so there's this little collar in here. I'm going to take out. Now this shaft should, in theory, you should be able to just pull this out. I wonder if I'm missing something. That should just pull right out of there. I should be able to pull that out of there in the camera. Yeah, it's pretty rusty right in there. Alright, I gotta... That's better. Something is stopping that from coming out. What would that be? Well, if you look down there, you can see the gears in the pump. So this shaft here is the one that runs off the motor, and there's just a shaft that goes in and it spins that gear there. And when you give the throttle, it pushes down on that gear, and it pushes down inside of here, and it opens a port and it allows. I actually got this to turn too, off camera, and I believe this is how much or how little oil goes into your engine, because you can turn it. You can see the hole here, right? Yummy. So oil is going to go in this hole and it's going to push on this. So you turn this. Oh, I can't get it to turn. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, I can get it to turn now. So that's all the way one way, and it hits a positive stop. You can feel it. Back the other way. Yeah, and I believe the stuff wasn't seized up in there. That gear would go up and down, and I believe it is stuck, and that's why I can't get that shaft out. There we go. So what if we take this screwdriver, pry on that. Oh yeah, look at all that rustiness coming out of there. Eee. I'm not sure that's supposed to come out. Well, it should be able to come out. I wonder. I want to get that shaft turning. So, let's see if I can set this up in the vise. Put a pair of vice grips on that thing. So what if I tried to do it this way? With a punch. Ah, here we go. That was just a little bit seized up. Ooh, yummy. Can you see that, or is it camera whitewashed? Pretty rusty. Oh my. Okay, let's get this other one out of here. So technically, if we tap on this, it should actually want to go out the bottom. Like I said, if you're going to try to reuse yours, don't do what I'm doing to mine. I believe you can get a rebuild kit for these too, but I don't really know what comes with that. And you know, peace of mind, do you really want to rebuild it? Or you just want to put a new one on there and be done with it? I believe they call that false economy when you try to make it by faking it. Remember, this one's garbage, so it doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. Get that to spin. That wasn't too bad. It was locked up though pretty good. But I'll walk that shaft right out of there. Alright. Let's see what's going on there. I'll walk that shaft right up and out of there. Here, I can take that off of there. Ah! So these are pretty simple. Not much to them. I wonder if I can just come out of there. Oh. Ew. Well, that wasn't me, but if you look, there's actually a couple of teeth missing there. That could have been what killed it. But the rust in here, there should never be rust in there. Rust means water. Or coolant. In the barrel. This is where all the magic happens right here. This beauty spinning is what pumps it. Yeah. Cool. So see, it didn't take much to cook this thing out. So if you notice, actually, on the top of that gear, see it's got those slopes. So that means when you're giving her, so keep in mind this is spinning, right? That's spinning. And then you see that key? So the more you turn this, the more that's going to push down on this. Sorry. Freaking camera action. So that angle on there, the more you turn, this is your throttle, giving her. So when you give it, it'll actually push down on this shaft. So it still has to go up and down, up and down, up and down, but the more you turn it, the more it'll do that. Yeah, it also uses that little ball on the very tip. And that pretty much rides on that ball, because if you were to look, that'll go perfectly around. But if it's like that, it has to really work. Well, there she go. There you go. It's pretty rusty. I don't think. I wonder if I could get this out of here. No, not sure this is supposed to come out of here. Alright, there we go. That is it for this video. There's all the parts and pieces that came out of the pump. But don't rebuild these things. Just buy a new one. For the cost of it and for the insurance, like, you'd hate to rebuild this and maybe set it up wrong or do it wrong or have it built wrong or make a mistake on it and then get way up in the mountains and have it cook your engine because something went wrong in it, when you could just buy a new one. Buy a new one, people. Let that be the lesson. Buy a new one. Okay, that's it. Kind of a dumb video, but that's what it looks like inside there. It's just pretty much a hollow tube. Right, and then this here, this going up and down is the pump action. Is that cracked? Well, that barrel doesn't look good. That could be cracked. I think that is cracked. Keep in mind too that this in there is a very tight tolerance. This barrel inside of here, it's a very tight tolerance, and that's what allows it to pump. But yeah. Don't rebuild them, buy a new one. All right, later.